Okay, 1789. Two guys, one frame. On the left, George Washington, who took the job so reluctantly he basically had to be held at the desk. On the right, the Qianlong emperor, who'd been ruling for 50 years and had never once heard the words term limit. Here's the only rule you need. When a leader changes, we repaint his side of the frame. The other guy just stays. So keep your eye on the right side of the screen. That man is about to set a record for not leaving. 1796. The emperor dies. China gets a new guy. And Washington doesn't move, doesn't flinch. He's been dead-eyeing the camera for 2 whole panels, and we are just getting started. And now, America does its little thing. New guy, new guy, new guy, new guy. Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe. 4 presidents. And the emperor over here hasn't even shifted in his seat. He's got the energy of a man watching 4 interns get hired and fired before lunch. The next emperor, Dao Guang, pulls up a chair and watches 6 American presidents, including this guy, William Henry Harrison, who was president for 31 days. 31! He gave a long speech in the cold, caught a chill, and that was the whole presidency. The emperor's tea didn't even get cold. Every now and then, both guys leave at once, and the universe reshuffles. New president, new emperor, same vibe. Who are you, and why are we standing next to each other? Then comes 1861, maybe the greatest mismatch in the entire video. On the left, Abraham Lincoln, 6'4" of pure gravitas, walking into a civil war. On the right, a 5-year-old, in an emperor costume. They put a kindergartner in the frame next to Lincoln and said, yeah, that's his equal. That's the other superpower. And now, the champion, the final boss of sitting there. The Guangxu emperor watches 9 American presidents come and go. 9. There's an assassination. There's Grover Cleveland who leaves and then comes back 4 years later like a guy who forgot his jacket. 9 presidents, 1 emperor. And that emperor did not so much as update his profile picture. And after 120 years of emperors outsitting the entire United States government, the dynasty ends with a toddler, 2 years old, the last emperor of China. Couldn't walk, technically ran a quarter of the planet. Honestly, strong resume. 1912, and now everything flips. For 100 years, China was the guy who never moved. Suddenly, China is the guy who cannot sit still. First, and this is real, the flag gets a full rebrand. New colors, new logo, we're a startup now. New leadership. Yuan Shikai, who becomes president, then tries to make himself emperor, then dies, which is a lot of career arc for one panel. Then China enters its everybody fight era, a pile of warlords playing tug-of-war with the map, while on the left, Woodrow Wilson just stands there with the expression of a man who has muted the group chat. Second rebrand. New flag, new guy. Chiang Kai-shek. And now the roles are fully swapped. China gets repainted every few panels, while America's side turns into a parade of identical men in identical suits. Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman. It's a spot the difference with no differences. Chiang Kai-shek survives the Great Depression, a world war, and 4 American panels. And then loses the entire mainland anyway. Tough scene. Great mustache, though. 1949. Third rebrand. Red flag, gold stars. This one sticks. Mao Zedong takes the right side, and China remembers its favorite hobby, not leaving. And once more, America starts to sprint past a man who simply will not go. Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, who famously crossed an ocean to shake that very hand. Ford. 5 American presidents stand beside the same chairman. The man had tenure. Mao Zedong finally exits in 76. There's a placeholder guy, Hua Guofeng, the human please hold music. And then the smallest giant of the century takes the seat, Deng Xiaoping. 5'0", deceptively chill, who quietly turns the whole country into the world's factory and never even takes the top title. 1989. Both sides swap again. A new American president, and over here, Jiang Zemin, glasses you could land a plane on, absolutely thrilled to be here. And for one brief, beautiful moment, the two clocks almost sync up. Clinton, the second Bush, then the careful, colorless Hu Jintao, a man so low-key he makes beige look loud. Two superpowers, finally changing leaders on roughly the same schedule. Adorable. It does not last. 2012. Xi Jinping takes the right side of the frame. That's it. That's the rest of the video. He's just there now. Watch the last three panels. On the left, Trump, then Biden, then Trump again. America speed-running its own menu like it can't decide on takeout. And the right side? The same man, the same stare. 3 administrations and one unbroken Chinese face. We have officially looped back to the opening. 100 years ago, it was an emperor who watched the presidents blur past. And now, it's this. History doesn't repeat, but it absolutely reuses the template. Final scoreboard. USA, 47 presidents, 2 of them the same guy twice, 1 of them lasted a month. China, a dozen emperors, a toddler, a warlord mosh pit, 3 flags, and 6 leaders of the People's Republic. One country built to swap its guy every few years no matter what. The other built to keep its guy until the building falls down. The frame never changed, only how badly each side wanted to get out of it.